Hello, it's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life 100%. Coming to you doing the Lantern Oracle today for a Mother's Day reading. I hope all of you mothers are having a good Mother's Day, and all of the fathers out there that nurtured me in that feminine energy. I just want to say thank you to you. That doesn't go unnoticed, and I hope all of you are having a great Mother's Day. So today I'm going to do this Lantern Oracle spread for a Mother's Day reading for a spiritual message, and if I have time I might get a couple out of this Kuan Yin feminine energy oracle. So thank you for tuning into my spiritual message today from Spirit. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to light some sage, hit the like button, and put whatever comments that you have in the comments section on how you're connecting with Spirit and maybe having synchronicity in your life, and the growth that you're having spiritually during an awakening. And so I'm calling on my angels, ascended masters, ancestors, spirit guides, Mother Mary Magdalene, Jesus Christ, Great Mystery, and Great Spirit, and Earth Mother energy for this reading. I ask for a mind that's clear, eyes to see, ears to hear, a voice to speak truth, and a heart that's pure. And I just ask that whoever needs this message gets this message today, with lots of green heart chakra love energy coming from the Mother, the Divine Mother. The wind spirits are picking up. So this is a message from the Divine Mother. That's what I just heard. Okay, so thank you, Divine Mother, for this message. I hope this reading blesses you as much as it will bless me. So, radical honesty and distorted desires. Radical honesty: to believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation. To believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial. Distorted desire: conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. So whoever needed to hear that message. Voice: distorted desire. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. Distorted desire: conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. So speak your truth. Inner integration and voice. Interintegration is: there is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. Don't block off your truth. Assistance with access. It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. And inner integration. So there's a peace that comes with integrating that and allowing that in your life. Inner integration circles. So maybe a group of friends, circle of friends that are doing the same thing, integrating. Strength of vulnerability and circles. So circle of friends maybe that you can be vulnerable with, that are helping you heal through your renewal. You're connecting with these circles to continue to renew yourself. Regeneration begins with decay. So as those old parts of self are dying, you allow them to drop away, fall away, through sharing circles. So healing medicine circles, where other people share their medicine, their journey, their hope. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for this message. So, okay, so I'm going to do the luminosity spread. So thank you, Spirit, for this message. Thank you, Divine Mother. Why is whatever this collective's going through, why is it difficult for them? Whatever difficulty they're having, why is it difficult? Why are they meeting resistance and having an issue with something that they're struggling with? Can I get clarity on that? Why is this issue difficult for this collective I'm reading for today? Thank you, Divine Mother. What is the spiritual guidance for dealing with this issue that this collective's having, this difficult issue? What is the spirit-guided solution for this collective with this difficult issue? Thank you. So why is this difficult, and what is the spiritual guided solution for that? What is making this issue difficult for this collective? Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Divine Mother. Okay. So the difficult issue is your inner life. Why is this issue difficult for you? Your inner life. So your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. So cultivate it with care and love and nurturing and tenderness and gentleness. Nurture it the way you would a small child. Your internal life, your inner being. Maybe your inner being needs some work, like all of us do. So calming down that inner self, coming back to a state of peace. Meditating helps for me. I just got back from a walk in nature. That helps me keep my internal self calm, reconnecting with the Earth Mother. So if you're struggling with your inner life, reconnect with Earth Mother. Calm your spirit down. That's what helps for me. So, what important aspect of this issue of this collective's inner life aspect are they not seeing? The key to intimacy is your inner life. If your inner life garden isn't healthy, nourishing, balanced, and life-giving, you will not have intimacy. Your inner being is your key to intimacy. You need to focus your attention on the confusion. What confusion are you having in your inner self that's blocking off the key to intimacy? Are you confused on where you need to focus your attention? Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through the uncertainty. So even though you may be recultivating this internal garden, trying to reconnect with your intimacy, into seeing into yourself through the confusions that may be going on in your life, intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. So you have learned what love is not. You have learned what love is not. Loving of self. Learning how to love and cultivate your own inner garden. Being intimate with yourself. Because you've learned what love is not through periods of much confusion that hurt, growth that hurts like hell, growth and confusion that you just can't, there's no other way to go but through this inner shit, the turmoil that's going on in the inside, trying to get re-intimate with yourself through the confusion of what's going on in your life, blocking out the distractions, because you're healing through the hurt. You're harnessing a way through the uncertainty, through this dark time. You have the key to intimacy because you're intimate with yourself and you have this light to guide you. In this inner world here, your inner life is pregnant with new possibility because you're intimate with yourself and there isn't as much confusion because you're healing through the hurt and allowing it to be released because you're harnessing the power of faith through uncertainty. So, excuse me, that's what I'm getting from those cards today. That even in this dark time, she's being led by the lightning and this light on her belly. This lantern. Through the confusion of not knowing who you are because of lack of intimacy, lack of knowing your inner self, what your inner being wants. Oh, there goes, stuff's blowing over. So that resource, what is the resource as they're cultivating their inner life, reconnecting with their key of intimacy, with their own inner light? Finding a light during the confusion and harnessing faith through the uncertainty. What are this collective's resources that they need to be aware of today? Divine Mother, what are the resources available? Okay. Remembering that how misalignment felt when you're not in alignment. Not in alignment because you know you're confused or you're having confusion on which way to go in your life. Remembering what misalignment felt as a resource. Miracles become normal once we face all of the aspects of our life in the same direction. So no longer looking back, facing forward in a new direction, knowing through the uncertainty that miracles are normal when we face all of the aspects of our life in the same direction. So just full speed ahead into the now and leading with your faith, going in the same direction through the confusion and uncertainty, reconnecting with your own intimacy, your own inner life, because you know what love isn't. You've experienced that contrast, which has pushed you further into knowing your inner being and finding these unlimited possibilities that you can give birth to through realigning, getting your ball rolling in the same direction. So what does this collective need to do differently? So your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not, confusion. Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through the uncertainty. Misalignment miracles become normal once we face all of the aspects of our life in the same direction. So just making a choice and going in that direction and leading with faith. What does this collective need to do differently? Thank you, Divine Mother, for this message. What does this collective need to do differently? Okay. Circles. So maybe changing the circles through the clarity begins. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. So during this confusion, uncertainty in the middle of maybe a shitstorm that's going on either internally or externally or both, you're still getting clarity. It begins in the eye of the storm. Just getting calm in the middle of that storm, observing everything around you. Not necessarily participating, but observing different circles, because you're gaining clarity during this storm circle because you're learning more about your inner life and your intimacy with yourself and the divine through confusion. You have this lantern to help find your way so that you can get everything, these miracles rolling, because you're facing all the aspects of your life in the same direction and going forward because you have clarity, even during the storm. And you're connecting with circles that understand, groups or circles, friends, family. That will uplift you during the storms. Other beings that are in alignment, that understand, that have been through the same thing, that can give you clarity on what you need to do differently because they've been through the storm and came out through the other side. We all face those times of confusion. We all know what love is not. But yet we still have participated in, things until we get new perspective. Until we get a new perspective. A calm and clear mind is free to see differently. So when you come into a new perspective and clarity begins in the eye of the storm, you have a new perspective of who these circles are that you can count on through the confusions and uncertainty, because this circle of friends or family have been through it too, and they know what love is not as well. And they're also cultivating their inner being, their inner garden, because they have new perspective and calm and a clear mind. So they have more freedom to perceive things differently, more clearly. So that's the message from, hold on. That's the message from the Lantern Oracle. So the first card was 43. I'm going to read 43. And this is Inner Life. Okay, 21 minutes. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. The more we tune in to our inner light or spirit self, the more we live our outer life through it. The more transparent we become, the more our inner life is reflected back to us through the intimate connections we enjoy with others and our surroundings. Without a healthy and solid sense of self, communing within spirit self, there is only ever smoke and mirrors without. To relate to others from this facade or false self is to forge false connections that create distance rather than closeness. Deep and lasting relationships become possible once we have established such a relationship with ourselves. The journey home to spirit self provides us with a genuinely secure foundation to build our lives upon. Coming home to the loving white light within transforms our limitations and blind spots into pathways without. The loving luminosity of our inner life shines through all density, deception, and distractions. All shadows burn into the dusty ashes illusions ultimately are. This is why shadows bury instead of heal what is beautiful but injured within them. This is also why shadows need the light's loving burn to peel away and crumble them back into ash. Our inner life can only hold space for all of the unaccepted thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and compulsions that we try to hide or deny. We do not realize that buried within our shadows are, in fact, glorious allies with core truths desperate for the light to illuminate and alleviate them for their necessary message to us. To bring light to our shadows is to see them as perversions of something that had started off good and got distorted. Regardless of how threatening any shadow of ours may currently feel or may have once seemed, no shadow ever is, has been, or can be anything more or less than the goodness that got lost, overburdened, or injured along the way. The featured crone supports you in bringing loving light, acceptance, and value to the shadow parts of yourself. All they have ever tried to do is help you. However, it is actually your help that they need. Shadows need release from the message that they are and that you do not pay attention to. Your shadows are burdened with the essential information about yourself that you ignore. They need you to acknowledge them with loving attention, compassion, and appropriate action. Therefore, this card suggests that it is an opportune time to sit down with your shadows and do the following steps with each one. Listen to them with compassion. Honor them with a new and affirmative meaning and significance in your life. Integrate them healthily by freeing them from the dark. Trust, love, acknowledge, and empathize with each shadow as you shine light upon it to transform it back into healthy alignment with the purity of your spirit self. Reach out for support and help from an appropriate professional healer or mentor to guide you through the process if you need to. It is time to make compassionate self-exploration a priority, a journey into the stillness and silence of your inner light. Filled garden is optimal. To establish an intimate communication or communion with yourself, you may feel the need to embrace a period of solitude. The featured crone supports you in whatever form the journey of coming home to yourself takes and requires for you. Until this inner process is complete, true intimacy with another is unlikely and ultimately unsustainable, for it first needs to be established within. So the crone's message today is, tend to your garden first. The shadows you illuminate will reveal all the good that they had mistakenly buried with fourfold radiance, strength, and blessing. So that's the crone's message today about cultivating your inner life through having intimacy with yourself. So that was a beautiful message from that Lantern Oracle deck. I hope that you guys found that as helpful as I did. So we'll get a blessing, guidance, and enlightenment from the Divine Feminine out of this Kuan Yin Oracle too today. Excuse me. So thank you, Kuan Yin. Thank you, Divine Feminine Energy, Divine Mother, for this message today. For these mothers that might need an uplifting message about cultivating their inner garden. Sometimes we need some garden tenders on the side to help us, our circle of friends. So I know I'm grateful for the people that have been there for me through my best and my worst times. Sisters of the light, your enlightened heart, thank you. Yeah, we all need blessings, guidance, enlightenment from Divine Feminine Energy. It's so nurturing. Yes, they're immortal treasures and a book of changes. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Mother and Divine Feminine, for this gift. Okay. Dance of the Butterfly Queen. So she's kind of dancing. It looks like there's a moon behind her. She's kind of flying through the air with the butterflies. A pure heart attracts divine grace, and that which was impossible becomes possible. From a caterpillar to winged creature of delight, you cannot restrain what divine grace ordains. No matter how incredible it may seem to be, whatever has been troubling you, or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace to infuse the situation or dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. So like a dance of the Butterfly Queen. So whatever's troubling you might be inspiring you too. So allow grace to infuse the situation so that the dream can become actualized and unfold in divine perfection. Empress of the Pearl. The dance is unveiling. So thank you, Divine Feminine Energy. Thank you, Divine Mother, for this message. What else? Okay. Turquoise Lotus Mother. So Dance of the Butterfly Queen, Turquoise Lotus Mother. An old pattern is finally ending. You are to be lifted from your struggle, freed from a weight of the past. You have learned all that you needed to learn, and now it is time for relief, release, divine protection, and the happiness of a healed heart and peaceful soul. So Dance with the Butterfly Queen, Turquoise Lotus Mother. Old patterns finally ended. You're being lifted and freed from the weight of the past. You've learned all you needed to learn. So enjoy the relief of the release, because you're divinely protected and you have happiness of a healed heart and lightness of heart because your soul's at peace. Because you have a pure heart that attracts divine grace. Everything that was impossible becomes possible. Because even though sometimes you feel like a big ball of goo in your caterpillar cocoon, you're still perfecting your soul. It's divinely unfolding. So whatever's troubling you might be inspiring you at the same time. It's funny how Spirit works that way. It's a struggle and a blessing all at the same time. So relax. And old patterns finally ending. Yay! Happy Mother's Day! Your heart's healed and you have a peaceful soul. What a gift, you know? For real. So Dance with the Butterfly Queen, Turquoise Lotus Mother. Your heart has been enlightened. So the wish of the Divine Mother is that you become free. Enlightenment is a cultivation. Enlightenment is a culmination of many small steps, each one as a drop of water forming a divine ocean of peace, realization, love, and unity within. An ocean that washes away fear, separation, and scarcity, and bathes us in abundance and bliss. You carry the torch of enlightenment within your heart. Let it shine. So let it shine. Dance with the Butterfly Queen, Turquoise Lotus Mother. Happy Mother's Day. Your heart is enlightened. So let it shine. Let it shine. So thank you for that message, Divine Feminine and Divine Mother. I appreciate that message today. I know that it lit me up and it reminded me how grateful I am for my mom and what she has done for me and my grandmother, even though we all get on each other's nerves sometimes. But, you know, we're all growing. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day to the fathers that have mothered me along the way. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Hope you go out in nature, do something that makes your heart smile. And what else? Oh, peace. Mother lover out. Happy Mother's Day.